So as we discussed in our previous video lecture, how to solve questions of partial fraction method, right? So now in this lecture also we are going to solve another various type of partial fraction methods questions, right? So first question is x square plus 1 upon x square minus 5x plus 3. Now denominator is factorized, right? That is factor of this is 3 2 are 6, that is 3 2, that is x minus 3 and x minus 2, right? These two are the factor, and these both factors are factor of these are x minus 3 and x minus 2. So both are linear factors. But mark one thing, and in this type of question you are going to make a mistake. Your answer is always correct. See which mistake you are going to make here. So here it is given x square plus 1, right? So this is integration x square plus 1 whole upon this is x minus 3 x minus 2 dx, right? Now this is factorized. So x square plus 1 upon x minus 3 and x minus 2, this is equal to a one factor plus constant another factor. So if I take x equal to 3, so what is a? A is equal to x is equal to 3. This implies a is equal to 3 square 9 plus 1 10. Forget this, delete this, 3 minus 2, that is 1. So a is equal to 10. And if we take x is equal to 2, this implies b is equal to 2 square 4 plus 1 5. Divide by delete this, 2 minus 3 is minus 1. So b is minus 5. Right? So what is your I now? So this is a upon, so x square plus 1 whole upon x minus 3 x minus 2, right, is equal to a is 10 upon x minus 3 minus b is 5 upon x minus 2. So integrating this, what we get, I is equal to 10 constant integration 1 upon x minus 3 dx minus 5 is constant integration 1 upon x minus 2 dx. So answer of this is I is equal to 10 times log modulus of x minus 3, right? You know derivative of the denominator is in numerator always in linear function, okay? So minus 5 log mod x minus 2 plus c. This is your answer, right? Now check in your textbook. 1x is missing. So where is the mistake? Find out that mistake. Check in your textbook. Open your textbook. Big crowd, please, and check. So what is our mistake? As I told you, right? 1x is missing. So this is a wrong method. Right? As I told you, first of all, when you have to go for partial fraction method, degree of the numerator is less than degree of the denominator, right? If it is equal, then the function is said to be a improper rational function. Always degree of the numerator must be less than the degree of the denominator, and if not, then improper, and for improper you have to divide numerator by denominator. So see here 2 and 2, right? So this type of mistake you are going to repeat in exam also. So be aware of this type of thing. That's why I am solving, right? मैंने आपको पहले भी बोला कि आप लोग मिस्टेक करते हैं, क्या करते हैं वो देखते हैं, फिर भी किसी ने नहीं बताया कि सर this is not a proper rational function, this is improper rational function. So this is, right, from here, this is improper rational function. Remember this thing, this is improper rational function. So you have to convert this improper rational function into a proper rational function. So you have to divide x square plus 1 by x square minus 5x plus 6, that you know, but I am not going to divide here, right? I am applying another method for changing rational in proper rational function to improper rational function. So here x square both are same, so I am writing directly denominator in numerator, that is x square minus 5x plus 6, and this is x square minus 5x plus 6. This is same as the division, right? Now I need only 1, so no need of minus 5x. That means I subtract, I have to add 5x, so 5x and my 5x and minus 5x will be cut, and I require 1. Instead of 1, here is 6, that we have to subtract minus 5, right? And dx. So I am adjusting the denominator in numerator. Now bifurcating this, what we get? Integration dx plus integration, this is 5 common, x minus 1 upon, this is x minus 3, x minus 2 dx. The factor of this is this, that you know. Now apply partial fraction method for this, right? So say this is result number 1. Now x minus 1 upon x minus 3, x minus 2, x minus 3, x minus 2, both are linear. So taking a upon one factor, that is x minus 3, plus b upon another factor, that is x minus 2. Now take x equal to 3. So x is equal to 3. This implies is with a. So a is equal to, substitute 3 here. 3 minus 1, 2, whole upon 3 here. Note, delete this, right? So 3 minus 2 is 1. So 1, that is a is equal to 2. So this implies a is equal to 2. Now take x is equal to 2. So x is equal to 2, this implies b, right? b is equal to 2 minus 1, 1 upon, you have to delete this. So 2 minus 3 is minus 1. This implies b is equal to minus 1. So what you get? This. For this you have substitute this. So therefore x minus 1 upon x minus 3, x minus 2 is equal to a is 2 upon x minus 3 minus 1 upon x minus 2. So from 1, what we get? So from 1, I is equal to integration dx plus 5 times integration this, that is 2 upon x minus 3 dx minus 1 upon x minus 2 dx, right? Sorry, I have to write this 5 times integration. I am putting in one bracket. So this is minus 1 upon x minus 2 and dx, right? Got it? So now check here. You will get same answer. This is 5 into 2, 10 log mod, 10 log mod, minus 5 log mod x minus 2, log mod x minus 2, but x is missing in that answer. So this is the problem, and that is that you should never reply. So remember these three, right? So answer of this is x plus 5 times, this is log modulus of x minus 3, right? Minus c. I am writing modulus sign bigger because if there is a 1, you are going to write 11. That's why, right? So log mod x minus 2, always use proper sign, plus c. So after multiplying you will get your answer. So remember this type of fault, right? आप लोग ये मिस्टेक रिपीट करने वाले ही है, मैं 100% कॉन्फिडेंट हूँ, राइट? सो व्हेन आपको कब पार्शियल फ्रैक्शन मेथड अप्लाई करना है? इफ इट इज गिवन फंक्शन इज, जो दिया गया फंक्शन प्रॉपर रेशनल फंक्शन है तभी. और प्रॉपर कब बोला जाता है, कब होता है वो? इफ डिग्री ऑफ द न्यूमरेटर इज ओनली लेस देन, नॉट इक्वल टू, ओनली लेस देन द डिग्री ऑफ द डिनोमिनेटर, तो ही वो प्रॉपर रेशनल फंक्शन है. यदि नहीं है, इफ नॉट, देन आपको वो डिवाइड करना है, राइट? आइदर यू कैन, इफ यू आर एबल टू एडजस्ट, देन यू कैन एडजस्ट. दिस इज ऑल सिंपल डिवीजन आल्सो, right? So you can do whatever you like, but remember this thing, right? Without proper rational function, if you are going to integrate, your answer is there, but x is missing, just like this. Okay, get it? So another question. So next question is example number 13, page 319. Given integration 3x minus 2 upon x plus 1 whole square, x plus 3. Right? Now check. This is a proper rational function because this is square and this is 1, so cube, and this is only 1. So degree of the numerator is less than the degree of the denominator. So this is a proper rational function. So this is proper rational function. Right? So you can apply partial fraction method, but factors are linear and one root is repeated, right? So we can write 3x minus 2 whole upon, I am writing linear function, non-repeated linear factor first, right? Then I am writing repeated linear factor. So this is equal to, I am taking a upon this linear factor, that is x plus 3, and plus b upon repeated, that is x plus 1, and plus another constant upon square of this, that you know this is our format to write. Why it is given in repeated. One repeated first, then square. If it is cube, then plus another constant upon cube. That in this way, right, we know, right, we discussed in our previous lecture, right? Now taking LCM, so what we get, 3x minus 2 is equal to, what we get, 3x minus 2 is equal to, LCM is x plus 1 whole square into x plus 3, so we have to divide here, multiply here by x plus 1 whole square, here by x plus 3 and x plus 1, and here by x plus 3, that you know, so no need to explain how to take LCM at this level, right? So this is a x plus 1 whole square plus b x plus 1 x plus 3 and plus c x plus 3. This is the equation. Now as I told you, right, in repeated root or quadratic root, I am never going to use first method, that is comparing coefficient of both sides and solving the equation. I am going to take a random value, and you have to, right? So taking first x is equal to, linear factor is 1 and minus 3, so take x is equal to 1 and minus 3 first, right? So taking x is equal to minus 1, this implies if we take x is equal to minus 1, never go for here directly, right? Okay, that will be only for linear non-repeated root. So x is equal to minus 1, what we get, minus 3 minus 2 is minus 5 is equal to plus 1, that is 0, plus 1, that is 0, so minus 1, 3 minus 1, 2, so twice c, so this implies c is equal to minus 5 by 2, first value. We have to find out a, b and c here, right? Now take x equal to minus 1. Okay, now x equal to minus 3. So x is equal to minus 3. This implies minus 3 minus into 3, minus 9 minus 2 is minus 11 is equal to minus 3 plus 1, minus 2 whole square, 4. So this is 4a, minus 3 0, minus 3 0. So what we get, a is equal to minus 11 by 4. Now remaining is only b. So taking x equal to 0, that is the first preference, x equal to 0, that is minus 2 is equal to a, right, 0, that is plus b into 1 into 3 and plus c into 3, because x is 0. Now substitute your known value, we have to find out this. So what we get, this implies 3b is equal to minus 2 minus a minus 3c, right? So this implies 3b is equal to minus 2 minus a is minus minus plus 11 by 4, c is minus, so minus plus 3, c is 5 by 2. So LCM is, taking LCM 4, so taking LCM 4, what we get, this implies 3b is equal to, taking minus 4 LCM, we get minus 8, right, plus 11 plus 5 3 are 15 into 2, 30, right? Divide by 4. So this is 30 plus 10, 41 minus 8, that is 33, right? So 3b is equal to, this implies 3b is equal to how much we get? 33 divided by 4, that is, this is 11 by 4. So what we get? B is equal to, so B is equal to 11 by 4. We get value of B as 11 by 4, right? So this is the way to find out A, B and C, right? Now substituting these all values here, what we get? 3x minus 2 whole upon x plus 3 x plus 1 whole square is equal to A. A is, where is A? This, minus 11 by 4. So A is minus 11 by 4 whole upon x plus 3 plus B. B is 11 by 4. So 11 by 4 whole upon x plus 1. Never interchange the coefficient. Okay, here that is important, because according to this we find out the value. C is minus 5 by 2. So minus 5 by 2 upon x plus 1 whole square. This is your answer, right? Now integrating, what we get? This is I is equal to minus 11 by 4 integration 1 upon x plus 3. Instead of 3 I am writing B, x plus 3 dx, plus 11 by 4 integration 1 upon x plus 1 dx, and minus 5 by 2 integration 1 upon x plus 1 whole square dx. Now derivative of the denominator is in numerator, derivative of the denominator is in numerator, and integration of 1 upon x square is minus 1 upon x that you know. So writing answer directly, what we get? I is equal to minus 11 by 4 log modulus of x plus 3 plus 11 by 4 log modulus of x plus 1. See, right? Minus 5 by 2, and integration of this is minus 1 upon x plus 1, and divide by coefficient of x, that is 1. So no need to divide. So this is x plus 1 and plus c. Now this is log a minus log b. So taking 11 by 4 common, so I is equal to 11 by 4. So this is log a minus log b, that is log a upon b. So log x plus 1 upon x plus 3, right? And minus minus plus 5 by 2. So this is 5 by 2 times x plus 1 plus c. That is your answer, what you want to. Okay, so this type of questions are very easy. After finding the value of constant, you will be get a very easy integration, that is derivative of denominator is in numerator form, right? And after that you have to apply logarithm functions rule for simplifying your answer and get your final answer, right? Okay, so after finishing each type of this, right, yet quadratic functions are remaining. So after that finishing, I will going to give you more than 15-20 questions for practice of this partial fraction method. Okay, so be ready for that. So example number 14, page 320. Given I is equal to integration x square upon x square plus 1 x square plus 4 dx. All variable are same, that is in x square. So in this type of questions, while in numerator and denominator all x are same, right, that is of square, okay, then you have to consider this as a linear variable, that is take either t. So I am taking, put x square is equal to t. I am not assuming, I am just putting x square equal to t for easy calculation. So what your question becomes, x square upon x square plus 1 x square plus 4 is equal to t upon t plus 1, t plus 4. Now, as you know, this is a proper rational function. So this is proper rational function. So I am writing only proper here, right? Not writing rational function, that you know, proper or improper, right? Now, for this, you can write t plus 4, sorry, a upon t plus 1 plus b upon t plus 4, right? So for this we have to simplify. Okay, so take t equal to minus 1. So t equal to minus 1, this implies this is linear factor. So you can write directly a, that is a is equal to, take t is equal to minus 1. So this is minus 1. Delete this. 4 minus 1 is 3. So minus 1 upon 3. So this implies a is equal to minus 1 upon 3. Now I hope you will be getting this, how to solve, right? Now taking t equal to minus 4. So t is equal to minus 4. So write b. So b is equal to t minus 4 whole upon. This you have to delete or remove. So minus 4 plus 1, that is minus 3. So minus 3, this implies b is equal to 4 by 3. Right? So therefore this x square upon x square plus 1 into x square plus 4. Right? Answer A. A is minus 1 upon 3. So this is minus 1 upon 3 upon t plus 1 plus B is 4 by 3 upon t plus 4. But what is t? X square. So substitute there. So what we get? This is equal to minus 1 upon 3 into 1 upon x square plus 1 plus 4 by 3, right? 1 upon x square plus 4. This is our simplification. For this type of simplification, you need to substitute, not substitute, but just put x square is equal to t, right? Because if I am saying that take x square equal to minus 1, then someone going to say, sir, how is it possible to take x square is minus 1? That's why instead of that, this type of query, take x square equal to t and then simplify. Now integrating, what we get? So I is equal to this is, so minus 1 upon 3 integration 1 upon x square plus 1 dx, right? So I am skipping one step, right? Integrating these both sides, I am not writing. So integration of this is what? I. So I is equal to this plus 4 by 3. So 4 by 3 integration 1 upon x square plus 4 dx. So now in this type of question, you have to check your formula. Which formula is applicable? This is variable square plus constant square, that is 1 upon x square plus a square. So integration 1 upon x square plus a square dx. Formula is 1 upon a. Very good. 1 upon a. Tan inverse x by a. Good. So 1 upon a tan inverse x by a plus c. In both terms, you have to apply this formula, right? So this is minus 1 upon 3 as it is 1 upon. In first formula a is 1, so no need to apply this. Directly you can write tan inverse x. So tan inverse x, right? Plus 4 by 3. Now here, this is a is 2. So in second, a is 2. In first, a is 1. So a is 2. So 1 upon a, that is 1 upon 2. Tan inverse x upon a, that is 2, and plus c. So this is your answer. These two cut. So 2 by 3 tan inverse x by 2 minus 1 upon 3 tan inverse x plus c. That is your answer, right? So in this type of question, you have to assume for simplicity, right? Not substitute, only assume. Take x square is equal to t, while in numerator and denominator all terms are same of x square. Okay, got it? Fine.